Zanu PF is going for its conference tomorrow, the 13th of October 2025. And this is what Farai Marapira had to say.
Well, if you look at Zimbabwean social media, we realize that we're wasting a lot of talent when it comes to movie writers and so on. Because the fake scripts that come out on social media are a marvel to see. Hollywood is not producing anything on that level. Within Zanu PF, we have no figures. We are very together and very united. So some of these issues we see on social media, we find them very amusing, and it's very good comic relief for us. But anyway, to answer the question seriously, we are more united today than ever before. We have President Mnangagwa at the helm, unshaken, 100% supported by his vice presidents to the cells. So when people are coming up with these machinations of fissures, machinations of divisions, machinations of grudges, hatreds, machinations of so many things, yeah, it is an occasion for us to have a good laugh. But as we go to conference, it is always going to be dampening on these purveyors of false news, these false flag operators, when they realize that we're just going to have another jubilant conference where we celebrate our wins, ruminate on our losses, and plan an even more vibrant future for the party and the people by extension. We are not going to a rally. We are going to a conference. This is not a free-for-all. This is a meeting of delegates. This is a meeting of leadership. There is no time to heckle when we've got an economy to build and a president we absolutely love to support. So this is just once again social media trying its best to push agendas within the party, to try and foist agendas upon us as Zanu PF. But of course, as always, it will fail. As media has developed, it has developed in Zimbabwe with fake news being constant against Zanu PF from before independence to date. So as Zanu PF, we know how we communicate. We have our structures, that is their purpose. We have people in positions whom our membership know have a duty to communicate. And if it is not these people communicating, our membership will simply enjoy the comic relief and go on with their lives and go on with their support of the president and the party. So this issue of people being busted to boo, how are they going to enter if they are not accredited? We are not accrediting crowds, we are accrediting delegates. So you just find that this is mischief being created by people ignorant to the ways of the party, people ignorant to what conference is. And we wish them well, and we wish them better in the future as they continue to keep us relevant and in the people's minds, because we are the only game in town, and every day there's something to be said about Zanu PF. So they actually in a way help us because we remain relevant and we remain constantly in the eyes of the people, besides being in the eyes of the people always with all these marvelous projects coming up being done by the president.
So this is what Farai Marapira had to say regarding the issue of having divisions within Zanu PF. But it's a fallacy, it's a lie. So Farai Marapira is now accusing those who are reporting facts on the ground, those who are reporting based on the behavior, the utterances, and whatever which is happening within Zanu PF. They are now the victims of the attacks of Farai Marapira and these people. So we know Zanu PF culture, this is how they operate. And, you know, what is happening is they are keeping each other very, very close so that they finish each other. That is the biggest mistake which they are making, and they think that everybody is foolish enough to believe their lies. What is happening is so simple. We have seen Daniel Garwe coming out publicly attacking VP Chiwenga. We have seen Team Yese Yangaiti Popota in the past few days and the past few weeks about VP Chiwenga calling for the arrest of Oshigananda. We have seen them defending and advocating on behalf of Oshigananda. If Zanu PF is so united, where is Obet Mpofu? If Zanu PF is so united, why are you firing all the military attaches who were within Zanu PF? Why are you firing them? We have seen you have fired the director of ZANU-PF. You have fired the director of commissariat. You have fired so many people within ZANU-PF so far. Why are you doing that if you are so united? If you are so united, why are you peddling narratives on your own? Why have you created parallel structures which are busy defending Emmerson Mnangagwa as if his works cannot defend himself? So if he's doing good as a leader, his works should defend him. There is no need for him to be defended by anything else. So why is the state media running propaganda if he is so loved and there is unity? Okay, if there is unity, Emmerson is old enough to leave power. Yes, he's too old. And for him to go to 2030, it will be a disaster. Yes, we have learnt it from Robert Mugabe. We all agreed that Robert Mugabe was now inept and too old to lead. The same thing is being said to Emmerson to say, hangasviki 2030. Ike zvino zvari kutoremerwa nezera chairo chairo. 2030 kure. And people are now running slogans 2033. If you all are united, why are you not advocating for General Chiwenga to say, okay, as ZANU-PF, our candidate is General Chiwenga, we will go to the Congress in 2027, we will have him formally elected. Why are you not pushing along those lines? Why are you continuously pushing the other Zhigananda to be very, very powerful? Why are you buying the military cars? If you are so united, what is really happening? So I think ZANU-PF should be an honest political organization. ZANU-PF should be a party which can take responsibility of its actions. It's not the opposition. It's not the activists. It's not the bloggers or the news reporters. It's coming directly from ZANU-PF. We have heard that information from Themba Mliswa. We've heard that information from people who always align with President Emmerson Mnangagwa and thank President Mnangagwa for recognizing them. Whenever they speak, they give credit to President Emmerson Mnangagwa, and they'll be ridiculing others, especially VP Chiwenga and these people. They are being ridiculed left, right, and center. Saka, why are you letting those boys ridicule one of your own? That is a very important question, because you kana muri family makabatana zvinzvenyu zviri kufambira pamwe chete. Why are you letting the parallel structures attack your vice president, who is number 2 in your own political organization, number 2 kunyika, and a well-decorated war veteran and war hero? Why are you doing that? So Farai Marapira should understand that we are no longer kids. We are adults who understand politics, who can see, who can hear, who can observe. And we know that ZANU-PF is no longer united. ZANU-PF, there is no unity to talk about within ZANU-PF. The attacks on the general themselves, they speak a lot in terms of where we are going. Mliswa akauya zvikanzi Chiwenga anofurirwa nemukadzi. Imimi ZANU-PF, have you ever held a press conference to distance yourself from the utterances of Themba Mliswa to say zvakataurwa naThemba Mliswa atizvizive? Rather, you send an affiliate yefake bogus kuti iende inonyepedzera kuita sokuti havasi kuwirirana nazvo, but they were wearing macapes at a grey. Who does that? So the divisions within ZANU-PF, they're not coming from individuals. They're not coming from outsiders. They're not coming from the opposition or from the bloggers or the news reporters. They are coming from the office of the president himself. He is the one who is promoting Zvigananda, vanamkungunugwa, vanachivayo, nanani vese vese vari kumhanya vachiataka vatungamiriri. Yes, in a country with decorum, hatigoni kuona Zvigananda zvichiataka VP Chiwenga publicly, humiliating him publicly just like that. What have you done? Kana imimi makabatana seZANU-PF, VP Chiwenga mupolitibhiro vakati ngatisunge Zvigananda. What have you done as a political organization, as a party, to make sure that Zvigananda are arrested, Zvigananda are brought before the courts of law for the crimes they have committed. Varikuba, varikuluta, what have you done? Why are you not listening to your own vice president if you are united? If you are so united, why have you fired Energy Mtodi for exposing corruption and the rot which is happening within Zanu PF? If you are so united, why are you hunting down Mnangagwa? Because Mnangagwa simply pointed out the flaws which we have within Zanu PF. Why are you hunting him down? Why are you scared? If you are united, why are you busy sending messages and threatening people kuti kana mukabuda mukapinda mrodi muswakati tichakuita izvi neizvi? Because vanhu vari united, vanhu vari kugona basa, vanhu vari kudiwa nevanhu, they fear nothing. If people love you, why are you scared? Why are you afraid? Why are you running around like headless chickens? So I hope and believe that one day the truth shall be told. Zanu PF is enjoying. Zanu PF must collapse. Zanu PF must self-destruct. And that is what is going to happen. And at the center of the storm are two bulls, number one and number two. That is undeniable. So let us listen to what Garwe had to say.
Nekuti makansela nema MP nema senator ndimi muri kuzwa mhiko dzetiri kufamba nadzo dzekufamba naMnangagwa wakanyika vanotera bhora vaindiudza nezuro tiri kuMashonaland West marimwedzi romusomande vachiti kana timu ichihwina ubvise namba 9 ari kugohwesa munomusiya aripo toramba achigohwesa toramba tichihwina tese takabatana. Ngatibatanei hama dzangu pachadzokera kumisha ndinokumbira mutaure shoko kuti Vision 2030 is unstoppable. Comrade Mudar satanonoka chikumbiro changu kuti dai mataura nevana muzvina business muno mugadzirire vanhu vari kuuya kuconference t-shirts ane musoro wapresident akanyorwa kuti Vision 2030 is unstoppable. Taona kuti zvekutaura nemuromo tanyanya taakuda kunyora kuti angoverenga ake ega achiverenga ega akangozviverengera anogaziva pasi nemhandu.
So arikunzi anyorerwe t-shirts ekunzi Vision 2030 is unstoppable ndiani kana Zanu PF yakabatana Mr. Farai Marapira. Saka we need leaders who are honest. We need leaders who tell the truth. Zanu PF haisina kubatana. Zanu PF haina kubatana. Zanu PF is disintegrating, especially number 1 and number 2. Havasi kuwirirana, havasi kufambidzana. That is the honest truth. So izvo zvokuti anzi madelegates azoita sei makadzingira director weZanu PF who was responsible to authorize madelegates kuti anga achienda uko, makadzingireiko secretary general wenyu kana makabatana? If you can answer that, then we can listen to you. But if you can't, then that is hogwash and nonsense. So Zanu PF is divided. That is the conclusion we need to make. Farai Marapira is simply making noise. Ma t-shirts ndei kana makabatana semsanga.